Hey, it is morning time here, and I feel very, very ready to move and breathe. So, just to begin with, and you don't have to be still, just want you to make some small movements with your body that feels good this morning, just for a few breaths. Maybe you want to roll those shoulders out. Maybe you want to have a little sway. Maybe you want to get into those hips. So today we are going to loosen everything off. We're going to unwind any kind of bad tension that you've got. It's going to be a really gorgeous, full body Fascial Maneuvers class. And one of the things that's most important to me for the people that attend my class and for me myself is that we allow the body to go where it wants to go. So for this practice today, we're going to be going through the basic maneuvers. We have the key principles like pinning and locking, like counter rotation. So if our head is to the right, our body's to the left, and breathing. But I want you to really hone in on what feels good and right in your body. Find your flow with it. If you're pinning and locked and if I'm saying, give yourself permission to move around, really feel into where your body wants to go. Because ultimately, this is a practice of self-connection. This is about leaning into the tension lines in your own body. It's about connecting with what you have going on for yourself in your own body and field. And I can't wait to move and breathe with you. Right, so having any more of that small kind of movement. You don't have to come to still. We're just going to just take 3 breaths together to begin our practice. You can maybe connect the hands with the body if that feels good. I always like to have a little sway, but if you're kind of in your flow and moving around, stay there wherever feels good. And if you have got your hands connected to your body, I just want you to really focus in on how it feels to feel that support from yourself. And I just want you to focus in on the sensation of the hands pressed against the body. Maybe you notice that your palms are warm or cold. Maybe you feel your heart beating if you've got one hand on your heart. And we're going to take 3 breaths, whatever is most supportive for you, but I'm going to go in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as we go out through the mouth, I want you to think elongated breath, like you're blowing out through a straw. So we're going to breathe in, holding a little bit at the top if it's available. And then we're going to blow all the way out, relax those shoulders. Nice, 2 more of those with me or to your own rhythm. In, hold if it's available for a little tiny bit. And then all the way out. 1 more. In, hold if it's available. And all the way out. Beautiful. So today, we're going to go from head to toe. So I have been feeling some congestion actually, and I've noticed allergies. A few people have been having a lot of kind of density here. So we're going to do a sinus release to start with. My face always goes really red when I do this, but we're going to take a left hand and we're going to bring it to the bridge of the right side of the nose like this. And you're basically going to pull the skin towards the nose. Right hand is going to come to the cheek, and we're basically, with the palm of the hand, we're going to press in and up towards the ear. So we've got that kind of counter rotation. Once we're here, we're going to hold it in place. So you're basically pulling the skin apart. And once you're here, we're going to take 6 breaths. So if you can, through the other nostril. If you can't, through the mouth is fine. And I want you to move around really slowly. So in through the nose, or however you can. And I want you to move super, super slow. But I want you to find all different directions. You can even close your eyes down if you feel comfortable with moving. At the same time, listen to your body. Where does it want to go? Get chin to chest. You want to go all the way up. You can even bring a little squat into it. The most important thing is that you move slow. The fascia likes to move slow, and it also likes to move in all possible directions. Nice. And when you're ready, release. Ooh, I can actually breathe. So just have a little walk around. As with all fascial maneuvers, if you haven't done one of my classes before, we walk in between fascial maneuvers because the bilateral movement really helps the body recalibrate. So just feeling your feet on the ground. Maybe you notice a little difference in your airways, maybe you don't. All is well either way. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So right hand is going to come to the bridge of that left nose. And we pull up towards the bridge of the nose, or to the side, sorry, towards the bridge of the nose with the left hand. So it's the palm that comes to the cheek, and we push up towards that ear, and we hold in place. And you're holding your head. Same again, 6 breaths in through the nose if you can, out through the mouth. And you don't have to move around, but should you want to, trying to get as many angles as possible, or listening to your beautiful body this morning. Where does it want to go? Really find your flow. Couple more breaths. Ooh, nice. When you're ready, yes, unwinding, going for a walk. And just breathing, not only feeling your feet on the ground, but noticing, taking some breaths into the back of your rib cage. Does anything feel any different? You can actually breathe for the first time in a few days. Yeah. Breathe fully. I definitely can breathe. That feels good. Nice. So with all fascial maneuvers, all you want to do is be curious. It's really easy when sensations arise in the body. So feeling whooshy, feeling tingly, feeling lightheaded, feeling a little bit sick, all very normal when it comes to fascial maneuvers. We want to welcome sensation because it basically is the key to us processing whatever it is that we have held in our body. So if we have something come up, say you're feeling a bit sick, you can always connect your hands with your body wherever you're feeling the sensation and breathe into it. Cool. Next, we're going to do an antler. So this is great if you have headaches, head pressure, and we're going to get into the ears. So we're going to take a right hand and we're going to bring the pad of the hand to the right temple facing backwards. So it looks like this. With the left hand, we're going to face this one forward, and again, bringing the pad of the hand to the left temple. So we've basically got one forward, one backwards. I want you to squeeze your head, and then you're going to turn your fingers up to the sky. This is why it's called antler. It's sometimes easier to grab your head for grip, and I want you to keep this pressure. Same thing again, find your flow. Take your time, move slowly, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. 6 breaths to your own rhythm or with me. In. Where does your body want to go? 3 more breaths. Two more for me. All right. And when you're ready, slowly releasing. Ooh, nice jaw crack. Move that jaw around nice and slow. I also had my hip crack there. Ooh. So one of the fun, amazing things about the body and the fascia in general is when we are working on the head, for example, the fascial planes, they start in the hands and the feet. So we have fascial planes that go from literally the tips of our toes to the back of the neck, sometimes even up into the head. So when we're releasing the head, because we are a pressurized system, we're moving pressure around, everything everywhere else has to adapt. So you're like hip, jaw. It's so fun how everything's connected. So we're going to pull our ears now. This is really great. If you ever feel anxious, unsettled, so you have the vagus nerve activation points all down the neck here. When you pull the ears, and we want to again be thinking about pulling the ears in all different directions. So I usually pull them up and forward, but I want you to really play today. Maybe you want one forward and one back. I want you to really have a think about what feels good for you. Sometimes that counter rotation, so one going forward and one going back, is actually a really nice counter rotation to get into. So I want you to basically, with both hands, grab your ears. And I want you to play around. So you can twist them up and forwards. You can do one forward, one back. I've even taken my earrings out this morning. You could pull them down and do the jaw. I want you to just play around. So I want you to grab your ears in some way. I don't want you to twist them. The twisting and the counter rotation basically helps engage the fascia all around. Once you've got your pin, so that just means that we're moving our body around the fascia and then we're holding it in place. We're going to do exactly the same thing again. Find your flow. So breathing in through the nose first, out through the mouth. You can stay still should it feel best for you. Or can you play around with all different directions? Where does that gorgeous body want to go? Now we're going to go in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Remembering if we're moving slow. Beautiful. When you're ready, releasing those ears, and I want you to go for a walk. Invitation to move that neck around, to take some deep breaths. I often find with pulling the ears that I have a nice crack or adjustment or nice feeling in the neck because it's all connected. Down into the shoulder blades. I want you to feel your feet on the ground and notice anything that's going on in your body. So I always encourage people to be curious. It's so fun how everything in our body is connected. For example, with the ears, then I feel a lot more space going down into the back, into my lower back. Because it was a bit pinky this morning, a little bit tight. Nice. So at any point, especially if you feel wishy, sick, you've got all the sensations going on, know that it is okay to slow down, to just be, to connect your hands. Sometimes nice to supportive hands to give yourself a hug and just stay in place. And if you're ready to move on, we're now going to do an occiput release. So the occiput is basically at the back of your skull in the middle. It's like little dents. There's quite a few fascial lines that cross here. So when we release the occiput, again, great for anxiety, stress, feeling unsettled, dizziness, so many different things. So we're going to bring our hands and we're going to pull our hair. So we're going to basically grab the hair at the base of the skull. So here, and I want you to grab it close to your head. And once you're there, you're going to pull the hair up, which can be really cheeky. And I want you to do it quite firmly. If this is painful for you, just know that's really normal. And I want you to hold this pressure here. We're going to do exactly the same thing again. 6 breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Follow your body. I want you to bring chin to chest. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. So chin to chest increases that stretch a lot. And you look up to the sky. Follow your body. Like I said before, you can even bring a squat into it. Lean into tension, whatever that means for you. If you feel safe and comfortable to do so. Couple more. One more. Oh, that's cheeky today. Release. Wow. Go for a very slow walk when you're ready to do so. So we want that bilateral movement. Helps the body recalibrate. It helps the body go, especially when we're moving pressure around. It helps the body say, hey, body, this is the new normal. We don't have that restriction there anymore. We don't have to compensate, for example. And I just want you to really check in with yourself. Where are you feeling sensation? For me, for example, I feel my heart beating a little bit faster. I feel warmer, which is very normal when it comes to shifts in nervous system state. Kind of feel a bit floaty. Shoulders are a bit getting a bit lighter. We're coming to you in a minute. We're coming to you in a minute. And feel those feet on the ground. So you'll notice in my classes I say a lot, feel your feet on the ground. And it's really important that we try and stay in our body when we can. And one of the easiest ways to do that is just to focus on the pressure of the feet against the ground. Okay. Ooh, I'm starting to feel really good. We're going to do the pullover next. This is really great. I probably do this almost every single morning. It's really great for opening the side body up, kidneys. It's great for energy. If you have lower back pain, also a really beautiful way to kind of create space down that back body. So we are going to take our right hand and we're going to bring it to the back of the left shoulder. Once we're here, we're basically going to pull up on the skin and we're going to pin in place. So the arm is nice and close to the body. With our left hand, we're going to come to the right rib cage and we're going to pull that skin round to the front. So we've got like a double pin, basically giving ourselves a hug. Once we're here, I want you to plant your feet nice and steady. Whatever that looks like, mine are about hip distance apart. We're going to slowly bring our head to the left. And we're basically going to shrug our left shoulder. So the left shoulder comes up. And with fascial maneuvers, we always use counter rotation. So because this head is to the left, we're basically going to pull over. So it's a rounded back movement. And we're going to send this left shoulder and we're going to rotate our body round to the right, but we're going to send the left shoulder to right knee. So making sure that you keep your head to the left, which is counterintuitive. We're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And I want you to really slowly pull over. Yeah, this left shoulder is heading towards right knee. But take your time with it. Once you're down here, again, checking in with that head. Can it stay to the left? Can you lean into tension whatever that means? Maybe that means straightening a leg or bending into one. Maneuvering your body so you can feel that stretch all the way down that side, that back body. And then when you're ready, very, very slowly, coming up. Whoa, very whooshy for me today. So, unraveling. If you need a moment, I feel quite sick and whooshy, very normal. As the fascia releases, fascia is piezoelectric. So when you apply pressure, it basically creates an electric current. So it's that electric current that helps with the movability and basically releasing the fascia. So we get whooshy feelings. It's like, whew, it's like, whoa, it's flowing there again. So I want you to go for a walk. Really checking in with your body, taking your time and leaning into anything that feels good. quite often between maneuvers, you'll see me like making all sorts of weird and wonderful shapes. Sometimes I come into a squat because it feels nice. Sometimes I want to just be hands on body. Just know that anything goes. It's about what feels right for you. And I want you to check in with how your left side of your body feels in comparison to your right. For me, my left side feels like up, like my lower back feels boop. I feel actually quite a bit more space in my breath, in my rib cage too, which is interesting. All connected. We're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side when you're ready. So feel free at any point in this video to pause me. And if you're like, whoa, I just need a minute, please take it for yourself. So this time we're going to take left hand. It's going to come to the back of the right shoulder. We're going to pull up on that skin. It's like the meaty bit. And we're going to hold in place. Once we're here, right hand is going to come to the left rib cage. We're going to pull round the skin to the front. So we're doing the same thing on the other side. So this time the head is going to come to the right very slowly. So it's going to be this right shoulder that is shrugged. Remember, it's a rounded back movement. It's a rounded back movement. We're going to keep that head to the right. And we're going to really slowly pull over. We're sending this right shoulder to left knee. So the body will be coming round to the left. So taking your time, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. I actually like to do the pullover in micro movements. So really slow. Because then I can really feel into where I'm engaging and connecting with. Trying to keep that head to the right. Leaning into tension when you get down here. Whatever that means, maybe you lean your body up to the sky. Maybe you bend into or straighten a leg. Ooh, yeah. And when you are done with your 6 breaths, very, very slowly coming up. Feeling your feet on the ground. Unwinding. And when you are ready, going for a walk. Gosh, that side for me was like, wow. Very, very sensation heavy today. I actually feel all of this warmth like come down from that right shoulder towards my heart. Is there anywhere in your body that you are noticing sensation right now? Maybe it's tingly, maybe it's warm, maybe it's cooler. Feel free to ask me a question if you've got one. Yes. Let's just unmute you, my love.
Yeah, just some tension in my diaphragm, like the other day.
Yeah.
Things start to release. I'm like, I'll get my breath.
Same kind of feeling. So if you think about it, you've got restriction in the front. As you're opening the back body up, like the pressure's kind of building. So it makes perfect sense. Let's do a diaphragm release next. And how fun is that your body's like, hello, I'm ready for you to release my diaphragm. Why, thank you, please. Yeah. And it's very normal, especially if you've got compression there when you're pulling over, you're actually compressing, if you think about it, the organs. So it can be a little like, ooh, I'm not sure how I feel about that. So what a beautiful acknowledgement and an amazing direction to our class. So we're going to take both of our hands. We're going to bring it to the central bone. So the rib cage is a central bone called the xiphoid bone. We're going to go slightly below it where it gets a little bit squishy. So I've got my rib cage that comes down. We're underneath it. So we're not on the bone, we're in a little bit of the squish. So we're going to press in. If this is tender, know that that's also normal. And we're going to pull those fingers apart. I like to roll my shoulders down my back and kind of push my chest out, which increases the pressure. We're going to take 6 really slow breaths, starting through the nose, out through the mouth, and just focusing on where your hands are connected to your body. And giving yourself permission to move very, very slowly, should it feel right, in any kind of direction. Invitation to breathe in through the mouth. Changes the pressure down into the hips slightly. Or you can stay with the nose breath. With these maneuvers, we tend to do 6 breaths, but let's do a few extra more, 3 more. Allowing anything that wants to come on that exhale. Relaxing your shoulders if you can. Beautiful. Very slowly releasing. And let's just take a little moment. You can connect your hands to your body should it feel good. And I just want you to take a couple of breaths in whatever way is most supportive. It can be through the nose, through the mouth. I'd recommend through the nose because I just want you to take some breaths where you can into the back of the rib cage, the back of the bottom of the rib cage, not with force, with curiosity. Can you send more of your air, your energy there as you breathe? Really good. I'm just noticing how it feels to breathe. Nice. How's that feeling? Any better? Yeah. Amazing. Clever, clever body tells us exactly what it is that we need to know. So next we're going to do a chest opener. So when we have constriction down the when we feel like tightness, bit of tension in the back, down the shoulder blades, it's sometimes because it's pulling from the front. So I want you to, there are 2 options here. You can either hands flat, palm against your chest. I want you to pull the skin down towards the ground and bring your chin up, which increases the stretch. And then we're going to move and breathe around here. Other option is to be really curious and just palpate different areas in your chest and see if you can find a point of tension. If you can find a point of tension, you're going to press in, you're going to pull those fingers apart. Same again, bring that chin up because it just increases the pressure. And we're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Permission to move slowly. Invitation to move slowly rather than permission. Can you move that head away? Can you relax those shoulders? Where does your body want to go? One more. Whoa. And release. Ooh, that was a big one today for me. I want you to, when you're ready, slowly go for a walk and really notice if anything, what is rising for you. For me, I feel all down my right shoulder blade, like releasing. It feels like tingly. Again, I can breathe a little deeper. I hadn't really noticed, but I was feeling a little anxious and now I'm not. Sometimes we don't realize until it changes. You're like, oh, nice. Beautiful. Oh, it feels nice. Whew. Do you know what? We're going to do a cheeky little pretzel squat. I'm going to get into those upper thighs. We're going to open those hips up. So hopefully you can see me. So we're going to have our right foot straight, face in front of us like this. And with the left foot, I wonder whether I can just angle you down a wee bit. I'm going to cue you so you won't need to see my feet. So right foot is straight forward. And with the left foot, we're going to make a T like this. That left foot, you've got your T, and you're going to step out to your left. So I've stepped out probably about 3 feet, so relatively wide. Then we're going to bring that body round to the left to meet that left foot. So now we are looking at our left foot straight ahead. And we're going to bring our right hand out in front of us. It's like left, right, left. Once we're here, we're basically going to bend. We're basically going to lean over to our right hand side. We're going to lean over to our right hand side and we're going to look over our right shoulder. So we're getting like a 45-degree angle once we're here. So basically the left hip will pop out. So we're going to look over our right shoulder. This hand that is in front of you, the right hand, is going to come onto your left shoulder. This hand, the other hand, the left hand, is going to come up the back. Carrying on looking over your right shoulder. Not sure whether I said left. So we're looking over our right shoulder. We're going to keep our feet where we are and we are going to squat. So coming down, breathing through the nose, out through the mouth first. Beautiful. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And play around with your center of gravity one more through the nose. For example, here I'm leaning my body over my left leg. Now through the mouth. Because that's really getting into that upper thigh. So play with it. Beautiful. One more breath. Oh, yeah. Now we're going to slowly, slowly come up. Wowzers. Take a little moment. And when you are ready, go for a walk. So this is a very strong hip opener, also gets into the top of the thigh. It's very normal as well because we're down in that squat. We're really increasing pressure and heart rate usually. So my heart, I'm like, oh, I'm feeling a little breathless. A bit burpy also, which is very normal because we're moving pressure around. So I want you to just really focus on your feet on the ground as you're walking. Maybe your right side feels a little different to your left side, maybe it doesn't. I feel like everything like moving up into my glute. I can feel a little bit of pressure into my feet. So it's very normal when we're doing fascial maneuvers because we're literally moving pressure around the body to like start noticing pressure in different areas. Ooh, curious. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So this time, left foot is straight ahead of you. Right foot, we are going to make a T, making a T with the right foot. We're going to step out with that right foot, a nice distance. We're going to bring our body round to the right. So our body is meeting that right foot. We still have that left foot at that angled position. So this time, we are going to bring our left hand in front of us. And going to bring our left hand in front of us. This time, we're going to lean over to the left, which means our right hip is going to pop until you get a little bit of a tension line. Again, you don't have to go too far. It can be micro. Once we're here, we're going to look over that left shoulder. The left hand that is in front of us is going to come to the right shoulder. The right hand is going to come up the back. And I tend to put the top of my hand against my back. So head is over that left shoulder. We keep our feet where we are, and then we squat. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now in through the mouth. Again, can you play with your center of gravity? Does it feel good to? Like my body is really over this right leg because it means I can get into that top thigh. You can even rock. Really nice. And then very slowly coming up. Oh, that's cheeky. So, taking a couple of breaths. If you need to connect with your body, do it. Feeling your feet on the ground, going for a walk. Nice. Oh, I am so hot. So, we are about at time for our class. Gosh, I feel like a different human being. So again, if you want to be having a little sway, that is quite a strong maneuver to end on. So if your heart rate is up, just know that that is normal. You can even bring the hands to the body, and we're not making the sensation in any way smaller. We're just offering the body support, maybe even down into, you can always make connection with your body in any way that feels good. Just going to let that settle for a couple more moments. And then we're going to start our class we're going to end our class even the way that we started it. So if you want to carry on moving and swaying, or if you want to come down to still, maybe you want both your hands on heart center, maybe you want more of an open stance, maybe you want hands somewhere else that feels supportive. We're going to close the eyes down if you feel safe and comfortable to do so. And I want you to just focus on your hands connected to your body. Breathing naturally. And just noticing the energy that you have cultivated for yourself today. Knowing that it is so courageous to show up for yourself, to move, to breathe, to do the work to feel better in your body. And just know that I'm grateful that you have joined me here today. So we'll take 3 breaths. I'm going to go in through the nose and we're going to go out through the mouth. Nice elongated breath like we're breathing out to restore again. If that doesn't feel good for you, you can breathe in any way that feels most supportive. So I'm going to go in through the nose, all the way down into the belly, and then all the way out. Whenever you're ready, in. And when you're ready, all the way out. Last one together. In. Holding at the top if it's available. And then empty those lovely lungs. Bring in both hands to heart center. Feeling your feet on the ground. Sending every single cell in your body gratitude for showing up like this today. And knowing that I am so happy you chose to choose yourself and to be here with me today. Any thoughts, feedback, comments? My heart is always open for them. And I will see you really soon, I hope.